Hey guys, Buff Game back today, bringing you a video. Today we're covering the Walther WA2000. So first off, excuse my voice. We're gonna keep this relatively short just because I have COVID, so it kind of hurts to talk. But I wanted to get this video out, so we're gonna go ahead, cover this weapon, show you how it handles in game against bots, and we'll just go through some details on the weapon. So we'll go ahead and back out. Here is our final design, the Walther WA2000. This is the polymer version we're covering here today versus the standard wood version which you get in game. So we'll go ahead, look at the attachments here. So first off, how do you unlock this? Let's go ahead and look at the battle pass. So sector C7, you can see here, C7, you get the Walther WA2000 with its original wood frame. Now there's only about 176 of these models made in total, so there is polymer versions as well where they replace the wood with polymer, but again, not in mass production at all, never adopted a formula by the German military. That's how you unlock it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weapon. So looking at the weapon here, we're going to start with the 26-inch barrel. This is the standard length barrel that you get for the weapon in real life. So you can see the base and the one here with the bipod deployed. So we're going to use the bipod deployed versus not deployed. So we'll go with that. You're going to get a bipod mount and aim down sight speed. VLK laser on this just for the heck of it. You guys can replace this one with what you want. Going to go with the custom scope that comes with this weapon. It's going to be the 6.3 to the 14 times magnification. So you can toggle that. It is going to give you a large sniper gun, but it is the most zoomed in rifle scope we have in game so far. Now for the buttstock here, we're going to go with the Carrack Ops stock. Going to give you aim walking speed, sprint to fire speed. The only con is aiming stability, but again, you can go with whichever one you want here. I just liked it for aesthetic purposes. And then the Carrack palm grip here. This is going to give you closest to the real life grip that you have for this weapon. Going to give us aiming stability and flinch resistance. And that's our final design for the Walther WA2000. You can see that is the correct pistol grip there for the weapon. However, even with the black camo on here, it's not turning it black. So you're stuck with that with wood instead of a full polymer build, which is fine. But again, to do that, you just need to apply the black camouflage. And that's how you get the polymer version of this. You can see the camos that come with this weapon. Which the cloud static is actually pretty cool. I do like this. It looks like just a dirty, makes your weapon look dirty and worn, which is nice. The other ones, this one's pretty neat, but the cloud static looks pretty cool. Go to back out and just look at the weapon here. If we zoom in, we have our fire controls, which are ambidextrous there on the left and the right hand side of the trigger guard. We have a two-stage trigger in most cases. And then you have the mag release there right behind the magazine. This is a bullpup rifle. They did that in order to keep the full-length barrel with a shorter overall compact design. And then you have the ejection port there on the right-hand side of the weapon. And here's a charger handle on the left-hand side. So again, this fires 300 Winchester Magnum. A really nice-looking weapon, especially this polymer version. Now, in real life, where you see the Bruin Ops and all of this stuff is where you would see the Walther, see the serial numbers, you would see the Walther logos and things like that. Obviously, they just replaced those with the Bruin Ops here in game. But again, it looks really nice. Let's go ahead and check it out in the gun range. So the inspect animation is actually really nice with this. And again, because we have the bipod, we can deploy it just like this. And again, it's semi-automatic, it's very accurate. So you can shoot off a couple rounds at once. The damage is not going to be great at long range, but again, you can get follow-up shots pretty quickly, which is good. And notice a 6-round magazine, which is true to real life, which is pretty cool. So this is the Walther WA2000. Really nice sniper rifle, which was made in response to the Munich Olympic massacre. However, only 176 units were totally made for this weapon, so it is a very, very rare weapon. This is the polymer version instead of the wood version that we're covering here today. So for this gameplay, we're playing on Strike, and again, classic COD 4 map, so trying to use this as best we can. Now, you see I'm using a blueprint for this build in the gameplay just because I wasn't aware that applying the black camo would give me the polymer look I wanted, so we have a little bit different of a blueprint build here, but again, it still looks pretty good, just minus the blue highlights on it. But again, this is a semi-automatic bullpup sniper rifle. Place of origin is West Germany. It was used by the German police units, never formally adopted by the military. Design period was the 70s to the 80s. Manufacturer is Walther. Production was 1982 through 88, and only a total of 176 units were built. So the mass of this weapon with no scope is going to be 6.95 kilograms or 15.3 pounds. Fully loaded with the scope, it's going to be 7.91 kilograms or 17.4 pounds. The length overall is going to be 905 millimeters or 35.6 inches. The barrel length is going to be 26 inches, which is what we're using here in game. Cartridge, there was 3 different variants of this made. One was in 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO. The other was 300 Winchester Magnum, which we have here in game. And then we have the 7.5 by 55 millimeter Swiss cartridge. The action for this weapon is a gas-operated rotating bolt. Rate of fire is semi-automatic with an effective firing range of 700 meters or 770 yards. Also has a 6-round detachable box magazine, and 10-round magazines were also made. So in real life, the scope for this weapon was a 2.5 times 10 or 2.5 by 10 through 10 magnification, so you could toggle that. Here in game at base, I think it's probably closer to the base scope seems to be more of like an 8 or 9, and then here we're using the 6 to the 14, which is pretty good. So again, it was made in response to the Munich Olympic massacre, the terrorist attacks. They didn't really have a counter terrorist unit, so this was developed for that, for the police. But again, it never took off and was kind of canceled just because of the cost of the units. But it is a bullpup design, and the reason they did that again is to keep the full barrel length with an overall compact, shorter rifle length of the weapon. So that's kind of the benefit of the bullpup rifles. And again, firing in this case, the Winchester Magnum, it is a powerful round. So semi-automatic, pretty interesting weapon. Cool to see it make a return here in game. I believe it was in the original Modern Warfare 3 as well. So it is cool to see. And I think this will probably translate into a lot of the weapons and stuff will go right into the next Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 coming up here later this year. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys have any comments, questions, go ahead and leave them in the chat down below. We also have our channel memberships are live. I'll leave that link down below if you guys want to join. A lot of people aren't seeing the join button, so I'll leave that down there for you guys if you want to join. We have 3 different tiers. We do have merchandise rolling out. Hopefully later this month we'll do the pre-orders for that. So just want a quick shout out to our channel members. We have Aiden Flores, This Justin, FPS Cannon Fodder, Noodly Boy, and CM. So thank you to those guys for subscribing here, membership for the channel. Social media links, everything like that is located down below. Let me know your thoughts down below of the Walther WA2000. So next time, this is Buffering Gaming, out.
Piece of shit! Copy that. UAV is on station. UAV ready for tasking. Be advised, UAV is active.
Following you! Got your ass! Got their sniper! Requesting air support!